Welcome to the Claude Sub-Agents tutorial. In this session, we'll explore what subagents are, why they exist, and how they fit into Claude's workflow. We'll see built-in agents like Explore and Plan, learn how to create custom agents, and understand best practices for security and cost. By the end, you'll be ready to use subagents effectively in your projects. These objectives guide our journey. First, we'll define subagents and see how Claude delegates tasks. Next, you'll learn to author your own agents with proper configuration. Then we'll cover management, permissions, and practical patterns so you can integrate subagents safely and efficiently. Think of subagents as microservices for AI tasks. They isolate exploration, planning, or code changes from your primary chat, preserving context and allowing fine-grained control over tools and models. Claude decides when to hand off work based on the subagent's description, ensuring the right expertise is applied without cluttering the main thread. Claude ships with 3 primary built-in agents. Explore is optimized for quick, read-only code-based discovery using the Haiku model. Plan is invoked for deeper research before a plan is generated, inheriting the main conversations model. General purpose bridges the gap, handling tasks that need both exploration and limited edits. These agents automatically receive appropriate tool restrictions. The Explore subagent is designed for rapid, read-only operations. It uses the lightweight Haiku model to keep latency low while scanning large codebases. By restricting tools to read-only, it guarantees that no modifications occur during exploration, making it safe for initial analysis or quick lookups without affecting the main conversation state. When Claude needs to perform multi-step reasoning, it delegates to the Plan subagent. This agent inherits the parent model, ensuring consistent capability, but is limited to read-only tools. This prevents infinite nesting. Subagents cannot spawn other subagents, while still allowing thorough research and analysis before a concrete plan is offered. The general-purpose subagent is the most flexible built-in agent. It inherits the parent model and gains access to the full toolset, enabling it to both explore code and make changes when needed. Claude selects this agent when a task cannot be cleanly split into pure read-only or planning phases, providing a balanced approach to complex workflows. This diagram shows how a subagent operates in its own isolated context. The main conversation hands off a request. The subagent receives a dedicated system prompt and a limited set of tools, performs its work, and then returns the result. Isolation preserves the main thread's continuity while allowing the subagent to maintain its own state and permissions. Subagents are defined in Markdown files with a YAML Frontmatter block. The required fields are name and description. Optional fields include tools and model. The body becomes the system prompt that guides the agent's behavior. Save the file under name/Claude/agents/ for a user-level agent or .claude/agents for a project-level agent. Understanding each Frontmatter field is crucial. The name must be unique and follow naming conventions. The description is the key trigger Claude uses to decide delegation. Specifying tools limits the subagent's capabilities for security, while model lets you balance speed and capability. Unspecified fields inherit defaults from the parent conversation. The agents command provides an interactive UI for subagent management. It lists all existing agents, lets you create new ones with guided prompts, edit configurations, and delete unwanted agents. Selecting a level determines where the definition is stored, affecting its visibility across projects. This is the recommended workflow for most users. This concrete example shows a read-only code reviewer. By limiting tools to read, glob, and grep, the agent cannot modify files, ensuring safety. Using the Sonnet model balances depth of analysis with reasonable latency. The system prompt directs the agent to prioritize security and performance, illustrating how description and prompt shape behavior. For quick testing or automation, subagents can be defined on the command line with the --agents flag. The JSON mirrors the YAML structure, specifying description, prompt, tools, and model. This method creates a temporary agent for the current session, useful in CI/CD pipelines or ad hoc scripts without persisting files to disk. The sequence diagram illustrates a typical subagent lifecycle. The user asks Claude for a complex operation. Claude determines the appropriate subagent and delegates. The subagent runs in isolation, invoking its allowed tools, then returns its findings. Claude integrates the result back into the main conversation, delivering a seamless experience to the user. Subagents exist at multiple scopes. User-level agents live in the home directory and are shared across projects, ideal for personal utilities. Project-level agents reside in the repository, enabling team collaboration and version control. Plugins can contribute additional agents, and built-in agents are always accessible. Understanding this hierarchy helps you organize agents effectively. Permissions are a core safety feature. While a subagent starts with the parent's permissions, you can explicitly limit its toolset. This prevents accidental writes or privileged actions. For instance, the Explore agent is read-only by design. When building custom agents, follow the principle of least privilege. Only enable the tools essential for the task. Claude maintains separate transcript files for each subagent, ensuring their history survives main conversation compaction. When you need to continue work, you can reference the subagent's ID, and Claude will resume it with the entire prior context intact. This design enables long-running or multi-step processes without losing state. Following these best practices ensures subagents are reliable, secure, and cost-effective. Keep each agent narrowly scoped, provide a concise description so Claude knows when to use it, and restrict tools to the minimum required. Store custom agents in version control to promote reuse, and select models based on latency and capability needs. To recap, subagents are powerful extensions that let Claude delegate specialized work while keeping the main conversation clean. You now know the built-in agents, how to author custom ones, and how to manage permissions and scopes. Apply these concepts to streamline your workflows and maintain security and cost efficiency. Thank you for joining this tutorial on Claude Sub-Agents. Feel free to ask any questions or request deeper dives into specific topics. Happy building!